Good morning and welcome to another episode of NRG This Week. That stands for Network Referral Group. I'm Leon Thomas. I'll be joined by NRG President and CEO Mike Weiner. You're watching NRG This Week. Here we go. It's another Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, and that could mean one of two things. Either you're just getting up or you're here and you've been up and you're ready to watch NRG this week. If you're in California and it's 5 a.m., welcome to the show. Some of you may be watching this on a replay throughout the week, but either way, we're glad to have you here watching NRG this week. Let's bring in Network Referral Group President and CEO Mike Weiner. Mike, how's it going?
Good morning, Leah. I am doing absolutely outstanding. How are you this morning?
I am great. Mike, I did something this weekend that I wish I would do more. Now, do you have an idea of what I did? Go ahead, take a guess. Take a guess. What did I do that I wish I would do more, Mike?
You're such a hard driving servant person. I'm going to say you relaxed this weekend. A or B, you did a little landscaping, or C, you spent some time with your son. A,
All right. Okay, I like all of those.
yeah,
I like all of those answers. And I did kind of a combination, kind of mixed it all in there together. Check out what I did. I kind of logged off away from work, which was pretty cool, right? And check it out. I do my own laundry, right? I got caught up on my laundry. I packed everything up in a suitcase and I went to the laundromat and I just got it all done in like 2.5 hours, came back, put it away, and I just chilled the rest of the weekend. It was pretty cool.
you need that when you work as hard as you do. I know you're constantly interviewing people around the country and around the world. You need that downtime, buddy. So I'm
Need it.
proud of you for stepping away and disconnecting for a little bit.
And check this out. I went online to check out one of my favorite performers, my man Michael Bublé. He's coming to DC on August 29th. Michael Bublé. If you're pronouncing it as Bubble, that's wrong. It's Michael Bublé. And I might go to the concert on August 29th. Mike, who's your favorite performer?
It's funny you ask because for a fifth time, I went and saw Barry Manilow on Friday night, August 12th, Allentown, PA, and he knocked it off the. He was amazing, Leon. What blew me away was the amount of young people that were there in their 20s and 30s, guys, gals, all colors, all walks of life. Barry's 79 years old. It was the best concert I've ever seen, and I'm fired up this morning. I can't smile without you while I'm at the Copacabana, and even now I'm still trying to get the feeling again. But it was just absolutely amazing, and I thought
I
about
love
doing
it.
that over the weekend. So if you haven't seen Barry Manilow, I disconnected like you this weekend. It's good. He performed almost 2 hours for a 79-year-old. I mean, the Jewish term is chutzpah, pop energy. He brought his A game, and I was just
I
blown away by him. And the crowd was on their feet, and just what a great performance. I definitely recommend you go see your favorite artist as well. But if you haven't
I
seen
love it.
Barry Manilow, go see him. He's going to
I
be back in Vegas very soon.
love it. We may do that. So, Mike, before we bring in our guest, Maggie Levy, tell us something really cool and groovy that's coming up with NRG. Something about an extravaganza coming up. Tell us about it.
You know, I appreciate that, man. I'm going to talk about the fall extravaganza. It's coming up on Friday, September 9th. It is nationwide and international. We've got new speakers speakers. We've got new sponsors. If you want to network around the country and around the world, this is our fall extravaganza from 1 to 4 p.m. It'll be all over our website. And if you're looking to be a sponsor, we still got about 3 spots left. But it's just amazing. We're going to have 3 breakout rooms. We have a keynote speaker, Cynthia from Pittsburgh, Law of Attraction, which is one of my favorite topics. So don't miss the fall extravaganza.
All right. Mike, tell us about our guest today as we bring our guest in. Go ahead and introduce us to our guest for today.
I'm really, really excited today, Leon. We've got Maggie Levy. She's got her own bookkeeping business. I met her at the NRG experience, and she joined pretty much immediately. What a great person. So you're going to hear her story and what she does. And Maggie today, she joined the Long Island group, and what a ball of energy.
All right, we're looking forward to having Maggie on. Maggie's looks like she's logging into another device, and we're going to get Maggie on here right now. Hey, Maggie, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
Good to have you with us. Thanks for being here. So, Maggie, tell us not about your relationship with Mike and NRG. Just tell us about you and your business. Tell us, what do you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Even though that's an awesome relationship and I'm grateful to be a part of it. So I help business owners, restaurants, contractors, and barber and beauty salons increase profits about an average to 10 to 43,000 a year, along with forecasting strategies to help them increase their it could be increasing their revenue, it can be open up a new location, it could be anything from adding new employees to their business. So doing the forecasting is a vital piece. And actually been able to do that roughly about 10 to 20,000 a year as far as increasing profits. And so I'm Maggie Levy. I am a CFO bookkeeper for Seven Pillars Bookkeeping Solutions and virtual across the US, and excited to be doing that.
All right, great, Maggie. It's good to have you here. So now, when you talked a lot of finance terms, right?
Right.
CFO, bookkeeping, blah blah. You talked all of that stuff, right? Now listen. So wait a minute. I got to calculate. I look. See, I don't even have a calculator anymore. I don't even. There's usually a calculator like right here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I guess that can tell you how long it's been since I did the books, huh?
Yeah, do you need a bookkeeper, Leon?
I was just thinking, for someone who runs their own business, right? And you can't find a calculator and don't have time to do an Excel spreadsheet, maybe that's someone that needs to contact you, huh?
Yes, yes. So, what really sets two things that really set me apart, right, from a traditional bookkeeper? So, QuickBooks is my platform. QuickBooks Pro Advisor certified. You can find me on the QuickBooks website. Know pretty much, you know what I'm saying, the ins and outs, but I'm diverse in other type of software programs. I've been in the financial services field for 20 years, but the last 11 was truly accountant um, roles and responsibilities. So, two things that set me apart is that I can bring an accountant perspective to bookkeeping. So, traditional bookkeepers are great, right? Very transactional, making sure everything's in the right category, collecting bank statements, things of that nature. I kind of take it one step further. So, we want to make sure that your balance sheet is in place, your profit and loss is in place, and your cash flow statement. So, real quick, for example, a lot of times people or businesses have equipment, but they don't have an equipment list. So the equipment list is vital on the balance sheet because it actually shows more of the net worth of your business. It goes on the asset side. So you want to depreciate that equipment so it shows the value over time. And then also, if anybody's ever interested in buying your business, or bankers as well too, they can also see what the net worth of your business is. I also make recommendations if you're doing any type of investing, put some investing cycles in your business name and put that on the equity side. So when you have investments in the business name and that goes on your balance sheet, that also makes your net worth go up. So those type of key things, I'll bring to a lot of business owners' attention. You'd be surprised. I'm not surprised when I do hear a lot of, hey, I got my receipts in an envelope, or oh, equipment list. And I'm a restaurant. Oh, I don't have an equipment list. Well, okay, so we got to get you an equipment list so you know what equipment you bought, right, for your restaurant. So it's exciting to just really see how some of these business owners, they wear so many hats, right? You guys know that too as business owners, right? You wear your marketing hat, you got to do your bookkeeping, you got to do planning. And so bookkeeping just seems to be one that just at the very end of the list, nobody wants to really do it. It's too much time. I don't know where to start. And it goes by the wayside. So months go by, years go by, and finally you're pushed in a situation that comes up where you need to get it done.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. So, Maggie, tell us the name of your business and how we can get in touch with you. Then I'm gonna bring Mike into the conversation and let you guys talk a bit. So, give us the name of your business and how we can get in touch with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So the name of my business is Seven Pillars Bookkeeping Solutions. You can get a hold of me at my website, which is www.VIPILLARSLLC.com. So it's Roman numeral seven. So Seven Pillars LLC.com. You'll find everything there. I got my Calendly set up, phone number, email, all my social media as well too. So it's my one-stop shop.
Okay. All right. Great. Great. And now let's talk about this. Let's talk about your relationship with NRG and how you met Mike. So I'm not going to tell you how I met Mike because the story's like crazy long and there's like an hour version, a 2 hour version, and a 3 hour version. So why don't you give me the minute and a half version of how you met Mike, and then Mike will chime in and now I'll back out. Go ahead, Maggie.
So I met Mike through a mutual contact through Action Coach. And the lady, their name is Beverly, really awesome. I'm only 8 months into my business. And she said, man, I can get you connected with a great networking group to get you just more exposed to business owners and networking. And I said, great. I've networked in the past being in sales, and I really didn't know what to expect. I said, okay, well, I'm a new business. I need to meet people. Let me just do it. So when I met Mike, and just the program really was just his energy. He's excited about what he does. He's great at what he does. People just, just attract to him. He just has this upbeat energy. He really cares about what he does. So, that kind of flows into whoever he meets. So I went to the first meeting. I was told I was going to get 3 leads. I got 4 leads, which was really awesome. And just everybody else in the group has that same energy. Everybody wants to help everybody else. They're excited to be there. And whatever, I needed, I'm saying, Mike was there to help, and so was the team. So I really didn't have any reason to say no. So I jumped in, made it happen, and still excited to be part of the group.
All right, great. Go ahead, Mike. You and Maggie go ahead and chat a bit, and I'll step away.
I'm really excited you're here. I remember when we met when the NRG experience seems like it was yesterday, but you were into it. You had the energy, and it was just very natural for us to start working together. I have a couple questions for you. What
Yeah.
is it about what you do for clients that really gets you excited and stoked? You're going in there, you're doing bookkeeping and maybe giving them some creative ideas, but what is it for Maggie Levy at the end of the day when you've helped a client? What does that feel like?
You know what? I'm so glad that you asked me that. So really for me, there's a higher purpose, for me, for what I do, how Seven Pillars was really born, and how it was revealed to me. So, yes, there's a skill set that comes with it. But there's just true passion that I really just enjoy. I like the fact that business owners are feeling confident, what I'm saying, about their books. I do it with a high integrity, with high conviction, a lot of grace, as well too, because some of these business owners don't have anything to get started. They're handing you envelopes and boxes and receipts. And some financial people say, yeah, you know what? I can't do that. If you don't have it in a software system and you don't have it kind of ready, I may not be the one for you. I'll take them on. I kind of help them understand the value that I can bring to them. I even along with the CFO piece, because once the bookkeeping is all set, now we can start forecasting the future for their growth. And so that's the second piece that really makes me valuable. So really it's just the passion and the confidence that they have in their books once everything is done, and that smile on their face is really priceless.
Not sure if it's right in your expertise or not, but I'm going to ask it anyway, and you can tell me yes or no, or I'll get back to you. But you talked about helping a company, grow and maybe eventually sell the company. Are there certain parameters that you're looking for? Is there a certain dollar amount you're trying to help the company get to? And if you get to $1 million, because I know some business brokers and they'll try to sell the company for 3 or 4 times what it is. What's kind of your mindset when you're working with a company and let's say they're doing 150,000 their first or second year? Are you already thinking about ways that you can help them get to 500,000 or $1 million? And then, is the ROI normally going to be a couple of 3 or 4 times that? So I'm not sure if this is really in your ball of wax, but you kind of hit on it. And I'd love you to answer those questions for me. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I can answer that. So I actually have someone that I'm working with now. She's actually looking to open up a second location. So for that, what we're trying to do, first, we're getting all the bookkeeping, but I've already kind of started in place of what we need to do for the second location. So there's a couple things. There's something called financial modeling. What that is it's a forecasting strategy to make a decision that impacts the financials. So her decision to open up a second location, there's going to be, certain type of measuring points that are going to be really vital in far as the second location, not just cost of rent, the typical stuff, far as startup costs, as well too. So once we know what she's actually, so everything is making through the bookkeeping part of the current location, we'll take whatever those revenues at the very, very end, far as the net profit, and then take that and say, okay, what percentage of that do we now need to put into the forecasting model when the financial modeling, and actually physically put that cash in a reserve account and actually put, so then we can measure it. So we're measuring it on a software program, but we're also measuring it in real dollars as well too. So, and then we can measure and see the time. So it could take 6 months. It could take 8 months, to kind of depending what their net profit is at the end and what percentage we can take from that to actually put into the cash reserves. Does that answer it?
I love the way you answer that. And it's apparent to me you're so much more than a bookkeeper. You're an advisor, you advise financially, consultant. I'm excited to have you aboard. So thank you for answering those questions. I am going to turn it back to Leon Thomas in the studio.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Maggie, let me ask you this from a small business owner perspective. When small business owners hear bookkeeping, accounting services, all the things that you do, we immediately think, I can't afford it. I can't
Yeah,
afford it.
I've
Where
heard
am I going
that.
to get the money to pay for this? I can't even pay myself. So talk to me about, is your pay, is it on a project basis, an hourly basis? How does that get determined?
So good question. I'm kind of in the midst of probably restructuring this, but for right now, I do what's called value pricing. So what that means is, say you come to me and you say, Maggie, I'm spending 5 hours a week on bookkeeping. I'm about to rip my hair out. And I'll say, okay, well, tell me a little bit more, right? So you tell me a little bit more, and I find out what's that dollar value, okay, for those 5. How much would you be making if you were back out, making sales, whether it's cutting more hair, whether it's on the floor, creating new menu specials, whatever it is that you want to do. And you say, man, I could be making $200 an hour. I said, wow. So you can be making potentially additional $1,000 a week. If you were not doing bookkeeping, I take it off your plate and you go on the floor. And you'd be like, yeah, that sounds great. Well, if you times that by 4, that's additional $4,000 in income by allowing me to take bookkeeping off your plate. So what I do is based on my fee, you know what I'm saying, that 4,000 minus my fee, that's the additional increase in profits or revenue that a business owner could potentially make if I was to take bookkeeping off their plate.
Okay.
So that's it's not, I'll be honest, I'm not necessarily a bookkeeper that's on Upwork or Fiverr or one of those websites, but I'm affordable and people see the value. So if you're looking for value and not someone for a traditional bookkeeper, then I would be your best solution.
All right. And again, give us your company name and how folks can get in touch with you, please, Maggie.
Absolutely. So I am a CFO bookkeeper and the owner of 7 Pillars Bookkeeping Solutions. You can find me at my website, www.VIIPILLARSLLC.com. All my social media is there, my calendar, email address, phone number, and, let's connect.
All right, great. Maggie, thank you for being a guest on NRG this week with me and
Yeah,
Mike Weiner. To
my
our
pleasure.
viewers, thank you for watching another episode of NRG this week. We're here every Monday at 8 a.m. with replays running throughout the week. If you'd like to be a guest on NRG this week, contact Mike Weiner. Mike, how do they get in touch with you? Anyone that's interested in learning more about NRG or to potentially be on the show, how do they get in touch with you, Mike?
Great question, Leon. So it's 443-756-9656. You can call me, you can text me. The website's nrg.online, but reach out to me. We would love to have you on the show. And we've had some amazing guests on here. So want to thank Leon for all that he does every single Monday. And we hope you're up in California, by the way, watching this show. And there's reruns all through the week as well.
All right, great. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thanks, everyone, for watching another episode of NRG this week. I'm Leon Thomas with co host Mike Weiner and our guest for today, Maggie Levy. Thanks for watching
Thank you.
NRG this week. We'll see you next time. Here we go.